You're in the living room when a clear, specific intention forms in your mind. You need to go to the kitchen to grab your keys. You stand up, walk with purpose, cross the threshold, and then nothing. Your mind is a sudden blank. The intention, which was so vivid just seconds before, has vanished as if it never existed. You stand there, baffled, wondering what brought you to this room. Or perhaps you felt it, the distinct buzzing vibration of your phone in your pocket, only to pull it out and see a dark, silent screen. These moments are universal. We tend to laugh them off as simple forgetfulness or a trick of the nerves, but they are something more. Imagine your brain is the most complex supercomputer ever created, running trillions of operations per second on software developed over millions of years. But even the most sophisticated software has bugs. These weird human glitches aren't signs that you're broken. They are fascinating, fleeting glimpses into the complex, and sometimes spectacularly flawed, operating system of the human mind. This is a tour of some of the strangest bugs in our cognitive code, an exploration of why our most trusted apparatus sometimes fails in the most bizarre ways. Let's begin with that all-too-common system crash. The moment your memory seems to get wiped clean just by walking from one room to another. This phenomenon is so prevalent that psychologists have given it a name, the doorway effect. It's the feeling of having a clear goal, taking the physical action to pursue it, and then arriving at your destination with your mental cache mysteriously emptied. The mission-critical data, get the car keys, has been inexplicably deleted from your working memory, and all you're left with is the frustrating awareness that you were supposed to be doing something. This isn't just a simple failure of memory, but rather a bizarre side effect of how our brains efficiently file away information. Psychologists propose that our minds perceive the world by segmenting it into a series of distinct episodes, or event boundaries. When you walk through a doorway, you are physically and mentally crossing one of these boundaries. Your brain, in its endless effort to be efficient, interprets this as a signal that the previous event is over. To free up cognitive resources for the new event, the new room and its contents, it neatly archives the thoughts and intentions from the previous one. Essentially, your brain decides that whatever you were thinking about in the living room is probably less important than what you might encounter in the kitchen. In an ancestral environment, this was a brilliant survival feature. What's in the new patch of forest is always a higher priority than what you were just thinking about. In modern life, it's a programming quirk that leaves you standing in the pantry, utterly clueless. From a simple memory wipe, we move to a far more mysterious and surreal glitch in our programming, the strange, fleeting sensation of déjà vu. It is the eerie feeling that a completely new momenta conversation, a glance at a city street, the way light falls on a table has been experienced before in identical detail. This isn't the same as simple familiarity. It's a powerful, albeit brief, conviction that you are reliving a moment, complete with the uncanny feeling of knowing what's about to happen next. It's a personal time loop, a glitch in reality that leaves you questioning the very fabric of your perception. While there is no single definitive explanation, one of the most compelling theories treats déjà vu as a split perception or dual processing, error, a tiny desynchronization in the brain's data stream. Under normal circumstances, the various inputs of an experience, what you see, hear, and feel, are processed and interpreted by your brain as a single, seamless event. During a moment of déjà vu, however, scientists theorize there is a microscopic delay in this process. Your brain receives the raw sensory input a few milliseconds before it engages in the higher-level conscious interpretation of that input. When that second interpretive process kicks in, it feels like a separate event. Because the initial perception happened just an instant before, your brain makes a critical error. It labels the fresh interpretation as a memory of the raw input it just received. The result is a bizarre paradox, the feeling of remembering something as it happens for the first time. It is a stunning example of how our sense of reality is built upon breathtakingly precise timing, and what happens when that timing skips a single beat. From the surreal, we descend into the terrifying. Our final glitch is perhaps the most unsettling of all, the sudden, intrusive, and inexplicable urge to do something disastrously self-destructive. It's known as the call of the void, or in French, l'appel du vide. This is the horrifying thought that flashes through your mind as you stand on a high cliff. I could just jump while waiting for a train. I could step onto the tracks. Or even while driving, I could swerve into oncoming traffic. It is a fleeting but vivid impulse to do the unthinkable, despite having absolutely no suicidal ideation or desire to harm yourself. It feels like a malevolent bug in your own source code, a momentary command to self-destruct. Counterintuitively, compelling research suggests this frightening glitch is not a hidden death wish, but rather a profoundly misinterpreted safety signal. The process is believed to happen in a split second. Your fast primal brain, the one concerned only with survival, instantly recognizes a mortal danger and sends a powerful, preconscious alert. High place, step back, do not fall. This signal is so fast and so strong, it's almost a motor command. A fraction of a second later, your slower, conscious, interpretive brain registers this powerful internal alarm. It then tries to make sense of this sudden, intense urge to act in relation to the cliff edge. In this moment of cognitive confusion, your conscious mind makes a critical error. Instead of understanding the signal as, "My brain is screaming at me to back away from this ledge," it interprets it as a shocking question. What if I jumped? The terror you feel is not the fear that you want to die. It is the shock and horror of your conscious self momentarily believing that it could have generated such a catastrophic desire. It is the ultimate crossed wire, a clumsy conversation between your ancient bodyguard and your rational mind. From the frustrating to the surreal to the frankly terrifying, these glitches reveal the strange and wondrous inner workings of our minds. Whether it's the doorway effect wiping our memory in the name of efficiency, deja vu bending our sense of reality through a split-second processing error, or the call of the void misinterpreting a life-saving signal as a horrifying urge, these moments are not evidence of a faulty system. On the contrary, they are the rare exceptions that prove the rule, that our brains are, for the most part, operating with a level of speed, efficiency, and coherence that is nothing short of miraculous. These bugs shouldn't cause us to distrust our minds. Instead, they should fill us with a sense of awe. They are the cracks in the code through which we can catch a fleeting glimpse of the immense, hidden architecture running behind the smooth interface of our conscious reality. They are the ghost in the machine waving hello, reminding us that the hardware we're running on is ancient, powerful, and built for a world far different from our own. These glitches are not failures. They are proof of the impossibly complex and sophisticated system at work, and a reminder that to be human is to be a weird, wonderful, and gloriously buggy piece of programming.